Hello everyone and welcome! Welcome to the Angular University Progressive Web Applications course. I'm Vasco and I will be your instructor in this course. Progressive web applications are the logical next step of the web. They are getting widespread support right now, so right now is the best moment to learn this technology. Up until recently, we weren't sure if we would ever be able to run a progressive web application on an iPhone, but now this is being implemented all across all browsers, including Safari, including Edge. Microsoft will be adding the capability of installing directly a PWA to a Windows desktop, so progressive web applications are here to stay and now is the best moment to learn them. So what is a progressive web application? It's a standard web application with native-like capabilities. In this course, we are going to be learning how to use the Angular Service Worker to build progressive Angular web applications. So the first part of the course is Angular specific. We are going to cover the Angular Service Worker, how it handles version management, updates, and how it can be used to implement commonly used caching policies for our web application. We will be downloading the whole application on the background and installing it on the user's browser on cache storage. We will also be learning how to configure the Angular Service Worker to also cache not only the application bundles that are actually our application, but we will also learn how to use it to cache the application data with multiple caching policies available. We are going to learn about the Angular application shell, which is a mechanism to improve the perceived startup performance of our application. Also caching the whole application on the client side, of course, that has a very beneficial effect on application startup time. The application will start a lot faster, we will have a lot less requests hitting the network. We will use the Chrome DevTools profiler to see how the Angular app shell really reduces the time to first paint of our application. We will be adding further mobile-like capabilities. We will be adding notifications. So we will be able to push notifications to our application even if all the application tabs are closed. In this course, we are going to start with a plain Angular application and we are going to be adding all of these features that we have just mentioned one by one in a progressive way. The end result is going to be a progressive Angular web application powered by the Angular Service Worker with a very fast startup time that is beneficial not only to mobile applications but to any desktop application in general. So let's summarize what we will have in the end of this first part of the course. We will have a progressive Angular web application that supports download and installation in the background, updates, version management, one-click installation via the app manifest, native notifications, and an app shell. The application will also support caching of application data besides the application bundles themselves, and we will be able to provide an improved offline experience in general. So this is the first part of the course, which is Angular specific. On the second part of the course, we are going to talk about service worker fundamentals in general. In this second part of the course, we are going to talk about how service workers work in depth. We are going to see how the service worker lifecycle works in detail, and we are going to implement a couple of practical use cases. First, we are going to simply add an offline page to a standard web application. So when the network goes down, we are still going to be able to show something to the user instead of a broken browser screen. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to implement a simplified version of the application background download and installation mechanism that the Angular Service Worker also provides. Throughout the first and the second part of this course, we will be constantly using the Chrome PWA DevTools to see exactly what's going on under the hood. In the end of this course, you will have not only the practical knowledge to build Angular progressive web applications using the Angular CLI and the Angular Service Worker, but you will also have a solid layer of service worker fundamentals that will help you in any other project in general. So without further ado, let's get started straight away with the Angular Service Worker. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you inside the course.